no matter how much progress we think is being made, actually it's being made. But no matter how much progress you think is being made, you're going to have the left. You're going to have these people who are on the wrong side of history intentionally, because I believe these people are sinister. You're going to have these people making you think that there is absolutely nothing wrong. And this video we're about to get into, we're going to get into what MAHA, Make America Healthy Again, is doing, and how these clowns is trying to make it out that what they're talking about is just not so. Let's light them up. So you would think, first of all, thank you guys for plugging into another D program. I'm gonna be honest, man. This last week, I was under the weather like crazy, y'all. You wouldn't believe how deeply under the weather. I mean, my stomach was doing all kind of things, man. It was going north, east, south, west, popcorn. I mean, all types of bingo balls. Everything was going on in there, man. But thank God I pulled through. Thank God for my wife. I really appreciate you, sweetie. When you got a good wife, man, she can help you husbands who have good wives. They can help you pull through, man, if they are a good wife. And I appreciate my wife. Thank you very much for pulling me through this past week. So, especially in time to get another D program out into the Utopia Tube ether. So, with that said, thank you guys for joining me again. I might sound a little bit, maybe a little bit under what I usually run, 200 or 300 miles an hour. Now I'm going like maybe 150. I don't know. But, I want to share some stuff, man, about this next video. I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to kind of react to some things. I haven't seen this video yet, but I have heard about the different issues surrounding this. But I want to say this. Out of all of the things that we have seen in this country and around the world, we should be heralding and cheering for good health. In adults, children, whatever, if someone wants to come in and try to make that life exist, good health in our foods, good health in our society, man, all these agency departments, FDC, FDA, all of these different things, man, it seems like we would be heralding or championing anybody who wants to come in and try to make that industry a good thing, make it healthy again, right? So anyway, I'm going to pull up some things, man, with these people, and I'm just get right into it, man, because no matter what happens to make things better, it just seems like there is a consistent, constant, sinister force out here to try and just hold that back, like there are gates of hell that just does not want to be broken down. So anyway, with that said, man, I'm going to get into this so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about here.
The White House hailed the first report from the Make America Healthy Again Commission as a game-changing document addressing chronic health problems in children. But as Notice first reported, the report contains some mistakes. Here's how Notice put it. Quote, Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says his Make America Healthy Again Commission report harnesses gold standard science, citing more than 500 studies and other sources to back up its claims. Those citations, though, are rife with errors, from broken links to misstated.
Oh, what? Broken links? Is that all you got? Broken links? Rife with errors? Robert F. Kennedy, y'all, he's been dealing with this much longer than the Trump administration. This has been one of his things that he has been pushing for quite some time, because he wants the best for our health, right? And it's about time that somebody starts speaking up against this big pharma and all of these huge corporations who only want money and who only want, in my opinion, to finance our sicknesses over time until we're out of here. That's what I believe, man. That's just my opinion. Whether you like it or not, we can be friends afterward or not.
The conclusion, 7 of the cited sources don't appear to exist at all. My panel is back with me, including a reporter from Notice, Jasmine Wright, who asked the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt about this yesterday.
A Notice investigation found that the Hallmark MAHA Commission report that was released last week cites studies that appear to not exist. We know that because in part we reached out to some of the listed authors who said that they didn't write the studies cited. So I want to ask, does the White House have confidence that the information coming from HHS can be trusted?
Yes, we have complete confidence in Secretary Kennedy and his team at HHS. I understand there were some formatting issues with the MAHA report that are being addressed, and the report will be updated, but it does not negate the substance of the report, which, as you know, is one of the most
I would say that's accurate. I would say that is absolutely true. You know what? I haven't done any research. This is a live reaction, you guys. But I would say that's true. Because looking at this CNN, this fake news, these fake reporters, we've all dealt with these people for years now. Now they're crying wolf as though they're saying something right now.
Formative health reports that has ever been released by the federal government is backed on good science that has never been recognized by the federal government.
I mean, I feel like I have so many things to say about this, but formatting issues is not one of them, right? Like 7 sources were completely non-existent. My colleagues, who I want to credit, Notice fellows like 22-year-olds, Emily Kennard and Margaret Mano, took 5 days going through 522 citations, checking them all. And 7 of them just frankly didn't exist. I don't think that that's a formatting issue. Others, of course, were a little bit more technical. Maybe some of the links were broken, or maybe some of the conclusions that they came to by using some of these valid authors or articles didn't match exactly what the article said.
This woman, she's fighting for things to stay the same. Whatever it is, you guys, there are some big tectonic plates that I believe are moving under our feet that is shifting and shaking this whole system. In my first video, I think it was, I said all of these pillars are coming down, man. And I really think these people are just afraid that things are shaking and shifting now. And they are fighting tooth and nail to keep things the same because there's so much money in this. And they're using the media to do it.
But it's not formatting issues. I also asked her, quite frankly, did you guys use AI? Because that was the conversation happening. Because sometimes when you use AI and you kind of put it all into the machine, I feel like I'm dating myself by saying it like that. It basically hallucinates links. It hallucinates citations. She obviously didn't have an answer for that. And so I think this idea that it's just a formatting issue versus the way that they put it together is a bit different. And I think that the last thing I'll say is that, the HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy frankly faces an uphill battle when it comes to his credibility with his own team, with the MAHA movement.
Of course, it's going to be an uphill battle because all of this time has been downhill. The ball has been rolling downhill. All of the pharmaceuticals, all of the Food and Drug Administration, all of the things that they have in place right now, this huge unhealthy machine that is churning out chemical after chemical after chemical in all of our food sources. It's been one great big snowball headed downhill. So you're telling me of course he has an uphill battle. He's fighting a machine of chemicals. And these machine chemicals, they want to get paid. That's their job. They want to get paid. They don't give a flying flip about you and my health at all.
Particularly because of some of the things that he said on vaccines and other more controversial issues. And even though it may seem small that just 7 citations didn't exist or others had broken links, when it comes to the medical field, every detail matters. And it's very hard to build credibility and to have the American people trust what you are putting out if, your I's aren't dotted and your T's aren't crossed.
Well, that's what I'm hearing from some people in the MAHA movement.
Dotted I's and crossed T's. Really, that's what she's concerned about. That's what these people are concerned about. Dotted I's and crossed T's. All of these years, we've been living with with dye number yellow, yellow dye, red dye, blue dye, all these different. They had something in the M&Ms, like the blue M&M. That's got to go now. It's one of the colorings or whatever that's going to get whacked under Robert F. Kennedy's new plan. Dotting I's and crossing T's. We're talking about saving people's lives, people's health. And they're talking about dotting I's and crossing T's on the little minor things. You know, it reminds me of Jesus when he was talking to one of the Pharisees or something. He said, you swallow a camel while you're straining at a gnat. The weightier things doesn't matter to these people. They just want things to stay the same.
Today, which is a lot of frustration, that what they wanted to be out there, which is the sort of substance of what they have been pushing for a long time, which is that chemicals make you sick and plastics are bad and the food and dye industry are, have really negative effects on the health of and well-being of our children, that is getting buried beneath these errors, which, as you said, your colleagues found when they went through. You said 5 days they spent going through it?
5 days going through 520.
Remember, y'all, they had a problem with Doge as well. Yeah. Anytime you start dealing with cutting money, the media is sent out to do the bidding and the will of the puppeteers that's puppeting every single one of these people on this clown show.
Citation.
So the Washington Post also had a report on it this week. Of the 522 footnotes to scientific research, initial version of the report sent to the Washington Post, at least 37 appear multiple times. Other citations include the wrong author, and several studies cited by the extensive health report do not exist at all. And then some of the references are OAI's site, which...
I bet you them chemicals ain't fake. I bet them chemicals are really doing damage to people's bloodstream and their nervous system or whatever else these chemicals do. These preservatives that they put in these foods to keep them on the shelves a very long time. I guarantee you those are not fake. See, these people are using little minuscule things to try and make a greater point that it's all unnecessary. These people are lying through their teeth, y'all.
You were referring to that. That's what happens with AI.
Right. Yeah. That's what happens when you use AI, and that's kind of the citation that it gives back to show that this was gathered by AI. Now, of course, the HHS has not said that they use AI. We've asked them. I asked Caroline in that briefing. We also, they had 24 hours plus to respond.
What if the AI is telling the truth? Listen, y'all, everything that comes out, pretty much, when it first comes out, it's for the greater good, so to speak, right? And I don't like AI, to be honest. I don't like it, man, because I know where it's going. It's going to be evil. We know that. It's going to take over. It's going to be bad. It's going to be corrupt, because of who is going to be controlling this. It's not negative thinking. It's just the way that things are as long as Christ is not on this earth. I'm talking about his kingdom coming, sitting here on this earth. It's just going to be corrupt. Look at the garden. The garden was perfect, and that fell. Why? Because somebody did something wrong. Back in the beginning, when God created the angels and all these different beings, these entities, right? The anointed cherub was perfect, and he fell. These people are trying to act like, this is just not true. Don't believe it, y'all. We're so awake now. You can't be unawake when you look at these clowns like this, man. You can't be unawake. You just see things through your eyes being open. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys got something out of that video. I appreciate you guys plugging into another D program. Please like, subscribe, comment, and also share this video. Until the next time, my name is DMG. I'm out. Peace.